Hello friends, welcome back to my channel ServiceNow Universe. Hope you all are doing well. In this video, we'll discuss knowledge management in ServiceNow. We'll go through the flow first and then we'll go through the demo. Now, this is the simple knowledge management flow where the flow starts with the knowledge base. Knowledge base is nothing but a container which holds the categories, and while creating the article we need to select the knowledge base and the category. Okay, like if the knowledge base is IT, then we can create the categories like software, hardware, network, okay, and so on. And when we are creating the article for software, then we can just select knowledge base as IT and category as software and then create the article. Okay, so in the knowledge base we can define the user criteria that just says who can view the articles under this knowledge base and who can contribute to the articles under this knowledge base. Okay, so that we can define in the knowledge base level. Okay, that we'll see in some time. And we can create the article using the existing templates, or we can go with the standard template and create the article. Okay, and even we can add the attachments to the article. Okay, once the article is created, then we need to publish the article to make it visible to the end user. We need to publish it, but when we click on publish while creating the article, that goes to the review. Okay, and who will review? The owner of the knowledge base will review it. Okay, and the owner will review it. If everything is okay, then the owner will approve it. Okay, once the owner approve it, then only it goes to live state. Okay, otherwise it will not be visible to the end user. If the owner rejects it, then it will not be visible to the end user. Okay, then we need to correct it and send it to the approval again. Okay, once the end user starts seeing the knowledge article, then the user can provide the feedback on it. The user can mark it as helpful, the user can rate it, the user can add the comment on it, and the user can flag it. Okay, all the feedbacks are stored in the kb feedback table, and those are visible to the author. Okay, author will review the feedbacks and if necessary improve the knowledge article. The improved knowledge article should also go through the review process, and who will review? Again, the knowledge base owner will review it and publish it. Once it is published, then the new version of the knowledge article will be visible to the end user again. So this is the short flow of the knowledge management. We'll see the full demo in detail. Okay, let's go to knowledge menu. If we type knowledge in the filter navigator, then we can see the knowledge menu here. Under that we have knowledge center. Okay, where we can search for the articles, and we can create the articles. If we have the permission, we can search the article from here. We can create the articles, new articles. Then we can view the knowledge bases, and we can see the most viewed articles, most useful and featured articles. Okay, if we go back here, then here we can see the articles submenu, where we can create the new articles. We can import the articles from the doc or docx files. Okay, okay, we can see unpublished, published, all type of articles from here. Okay, and we can see the approvals. If I am the owner of the knowledge base, then I'll get the approvals, so we can see that approval as well. And here we can see the feedback management. The user have given the feedback, all the feedbacks are stored in the feedback table, so that the author can see and improve it. Okay, and in the administration we can see the knowledge bases. Okay, so if I go to knowledge bases, okay, so again it opens the knowledge center itself. Under the knowledge center, we are in the knowledge bases table. So in the knowledge base table, so there are five knowledge base here: IT, known error, field service management, KCS, and knowledge. Okay, so let's open IT. Okay, now in the knowledge base we can see the title is IT, and we can see the owner is Bernard, and we can add the managers to this knowledge base. Okay, for example, I'll just add Abraham as the manager here. Okay, if the user don't have the knowledge manager role, then upon saving, the user will get the knowledge manager role. Okay, so let me just save this. The user gets the knowledge manager role now. Okay, as I have added that user to this knowledge base. Now we have more settings here, like disable commenting. If we don't want the comments on this articles on this knowledge base, then we can do that. Disable suggesting, disable category editing, disable rating, disable mark as helpful. Okay, now we have the publish flow and the retire flow here. We can modify and set our new flows also. Okay, now we have the description, and below that we have the default knowledge base fields. Okay, for this knowledge base, if you want to add the default fields, for example, if I want to add the short description as IT issue. Okay, whatever. Okay, and then if I want to add the article body as testing, just for testing purpose. Okay, so let me just save this. Okay, now this knowledge base has 48 knowledge articles in it. Okay, now let's go to the next one, that is can read. Can read is the user criteria which says who can read the articles from this knowledge base. Okay, currently there are three problem analyzers and problem solving group members. Okay, these are the two groups, and the group members of this should be able to read the knowledge articles. Okay, and this, and now from where this is coming from the user criteria. So if I go to the navigation again, then we can see the user criteria here. Okay, so let me just open that user criteria in a new tab. Okay, then we can see that problem analyzers and problem solving group members here. Okay, now let's open that and see what is there in it. In this user criteria, we have added these two groups, problem analyzers and problem solving groups. Okay, now if you want this user criteria to be user specific, then we can add the users here. Okay, now if I add this user, then this user will be able to read the knowledge article. Okay, now if we want it to be based on the roles, then we can add the roles here. Okay, and if we want it based on the company's locations and departments, then we can do that here. Now this is based on groups. Okay, that's why the members of these groups will be able to see that. Okay, okay, now in the can read or the can contribute section, if I click on new, then I get option to select the user criteria that will be linked with the knowledge base. Okay, so this creates the M2M record here. Now I can select in the can read, I can select the user criteria. Those are defined in the user criteria table. Okay, for example, I'll just select AES users. Okay, and we have the knowledge base selected here. And if I click on save, now this AES users user criteria is applied to the knowledge base. Okay, now same in the can contribute. In can read, the user will be able to read the knowledge article. In can contribute, the user will be able to contribute to the knowledge article. Okay, now the next one is the article templates. Okay, so now before seeing this again, like in the can read section, we are linking the user criteria with the knowledge base. Here also we will link the article templates with the knowledge base. So before that, let's go to the navigation again and see we have the article templates here. Okay, let's open that. Now we have five articles here: how to, what is, known as article, cases article, and fact. Okay, now we can control out of these two on which one we want to link with this knowledge base. Okay, so for that we'll just click on new. Okay, if there is nothing here, then all the active article templates were visible there. If we link the article template with the knowledge base, then only those article templates will be visible. Okay, so now here only the active articles will be visible, article templates will be visible. Let's add how to. Okay, so yeah, let's save this. Okay, now when we try to create a new article from IT knowledge base, standard and how to will be visible. The next section is featured contents. Here we can add the high priority knowledge articles and associate them with the keywords. So when we search with this keyword, then these will take precedence over the others. Okay, now let's go to the next related list, that is knowledge categories. Okay, and here there are different knowledge categories for this IT knowledge base. Okay, okay, now let's create a new article. Now let's select IT, and now we can see only standard and how to. The other option is removed because we linked how to with the IT knowledge base, and standard was available by default. Okay, so let's select standard and click on next. Okay, so if we choose to add the default values, then we can, otherwise we can cancel that. Okay, now let's add the description: test knowledge article 23/8. Okay, and we can select any category if we want. Otherwise, we can ignore also. This is not the mandatory one. Okay, let's select anyone. Okay, now if you want to publish this article on some date, then we can just add that date and the article will be published after the approval. Okay, now this is valid to till when this knowledge article is valid, that date we can add here. Okay, and this is in draft state. Okay, now let's add the article body. To add the article body, if you want, then we can use these columns, or else we can directly add the text here. Okay, and we can add the image, video also. uh, let's add some text here, section, and some table. I can add like 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Okay, now let's save this. Okay, once the record is set, then we see this publish option and this view article option. So if you want to view the article, then we can just view it before publishing. Okay, this article looks like this, where here we can see helpful options, yes or no. We can rate the article, and here we can post the comment, and from this dots, three dots, we can flag the article. Okay, so these are the feedback options. Okay, now article looks good for us. We'll go back and publish the article. Okay, so once I publish this, this goes to review. uh, to whom? To the knowledge base owner. Okay, now in the approvals section, approvals related list, we can see the approvals. The approval is triggered to both owner and the knowledge base manager that we have added, Abraham Lincoln. Okay, now as I'm system admin, then I can just simply choose to approve this. Okay, let me just approve. Okay, now this is approved. Okay, now we can see the checkout button here. Now if you want to do any changes, then we need to check out and then we can do the changes. Okay, now let's impersonate as able tutor and search for this article. Okay, we can use this global search directly to search test knowledge article. Okay, so we can see test knowledge article here, and if I open this, I'll be able to see the content. I can mark this as helpful, and I'll just rate this article. Now I can just post a comment. Uh, so I'll just say, please add more, please add more information. Okay, we can add this comment here, or even we can flag this article. Okay, and add the comment here. Okay, please add more info. Okay, and flag this article. Now all these feedbacks are stored in the feedbacks table and will be the author will be able to see those feedbacks. Okay, so now let's end the impersonation and see the feedbacks. Okay, now on the feedbacks section on the knowledge article that we have created, we can see there are 4 feedbacks. Okay, let's open. Okay, now this is the first one where we have added that as helpful. So here we can see that as S. Okay, now the feedback is added to the same table. We can see rating here, we can see flagged, we can see comments. Okay, so now this one created a new record for the helpful uh, feedback. Okay, now if I go to the other one, now this is for flagged. So flag checkbox is true, and we can see the comment, please add more information. Okay, in this we have added just the comment, so comment is here. So for that also we have a feedback record, and in the last one rating is added as 3. Okay, so but when we flagged it, it has created a feedback task. Okay, for helpful rating and comment, it will not create the feedback task. It will create feedback task only when it is flagged. Okay, and when I open this record, I can see who has flagged it, and it is assigned to the author of the knowledge article. Okay. Okay, able tutor has submitted this. Okay, able tutor has flagged this and assigned to this user. Okay, and then we can see the description, please add more information. Okay, now based on that, we want to add more information. So to add the more information, we need to check out first. Okay, after checkout, we get option to edit this knowledge article. Then we can edit this. Okay, and then we can publish this again, and it will again go through the approval process. Okay, so this way, when the user search for this article next time, the user will be able to see the new version of the article, while the previously published version is also available there. Okay, the knowledge item is in review, and the approvals has generated. Okay, now if you go to article versions, for each action that we are doing here, for that article version is created. Okay, so we can see these versions. Once we publish it, then the first time we published it, that's first version. Then we did some changes. It has created 1.01, 1.02. If the approval is approval request is approved, then this will become version 2. Okay, and we can retard the article at any moment from the form. We can go to three dots and click on retire. This will retire this article. So this will be retired. Now this will not be visible in the search there. Okay, now if we want to create an incident, then based on the short description, it will search our knowledge article. So for example, if I add test knowledge, okay, then it starts searching the knowledge articles, and it will show me uh, the articles here. Okay, based on the short description that we have added, that it just suggests this articles. We can just open these articles from here. If this article is helpful, then we don't need to create the uh, incident. That way the problem will be solved faster.